Which family team will outcook the competition? Time to find out in round 2 of Clover's Little Big Cook-Off. Join the conversation on Twitter at CloverLBCO, #CloverLBCO. Hello and welcome to round 3 of Clover's Little Big Cook-Off. We started out with 12 family teams, 9 of them made it through to round 2. And after all that passion and drama of the Italian extravaganza cook-offs, just 6 teams of big cooks and little cooks remain. They will now face off 2 by 2 until only 3 teams are left to compete in the semi-final. And if the teams thought that the second round was tough, well, as they say in the classics, they ain't seen nothing yet. Coco and Martin, how is this round different to the previous rounds?
Well, basically, I don't think there is any type of competition where the challenges doesn't get tougher as you go through the round. And that's exactly what's going to happen in round 3. The standards have just been raised. What is expected from the team? If it was here, it's now here.
But, from this round on, you can't hide anymore. There's no such thing as second place. You cannot be lost.
Let's bring out our first 2 family teams that go head-to-head for a spot in the semi-final, and they are Babulicious and Flower Power. Welcome back to the Way Better Kitchen.
We are standing back in the Way Better Kitchen. It feels amazing. I really didn't think we will come this far in the challenge, so it feels pretty good.
Just 2 teams cooking off. Today you guys are going head-to-head.
Today is a face-off and 2 teams go against each other. It makes me feel excited because I can show all my creativity and all the things that I'm capable of doing. And that team must just watch out for Team Babulicious.
You guys have done fantastically well. You can be very, very proud of yourselves to be in this round. But with every competition, it's going to get tougher from here.
Now we are looking for the best of the best. Creativity, teamwork, and technique is going to be more important than ever before.
Let's have a look at how the competition will work from here through to the final. There are 6 teams left now and a place just for 3 in the semi-final.
In a semi-final, the top 3 big cook and little cook pairs will cook off to decide which 2 teams go through to the final.
And in the end, only 1 team can win Clover's Little Big Cook-Off. This year's winners of Clover's Little Big Cook-Off will get a beautiful kitchen makeover, compliments of Clover and Cordev Kitchens, made in Germany with appliances sponsored by Bosch, all to the value of 300,000 Rand. On top of that, the team will also win a week-long fantasy holiday to Disney World in Orlando, Florida, courtesy of Clover.
We are closer to the prize, and the prize means definitely a lot to me. I've always dreamed of going to Disneyland in California and meeting Cinderella. But if my dream can come true, heaven help me, I'll be the most excited person on this planet.
And you at home would be crazy not to enter our consumers competition, which is a lot easier than the one our family teams face here today, that's for sure. Simply buy any 2 Clover Dairy promotional products, follow the instructions on the pack, and you could win 1,000 Rand daily. All right, teams, are you ready to hear about the culinary challenges that we have in store for you today?
Yes.
Good.
Well, as always, there's going to be 2 challenges in this round.
But the difference today, we're going to tell you about both at the same time. And you will have to work on both at the same time.
Whoa, are they for real? 2 challenges. Are we not going to get a break?
So this means that we will taste everything together at the end of your allotted time, but you will still receive 2 scores out of 150, giving you a total out of 300. And the team with the highest score goes on to the semi-final, and the other team, well, has sadly got to leave the Way Better Kitchen.
Well, teams, today, in your first challenge, you'll be making ice cream. And not the traditional vanilla or berry or chocolate ice cream. That's not what we want you to make. We want to use your creativity and imagination.
And ice cream as you know it today, the base is a custard made from milk, cream, egg yolk, and then flavored, and only then frozen.
And today you have to make your very own right here in the Way Better kitchen. You have been given a basic ice cream recipe. From there, it is all up to you.
You know, when they said ice cream, I just said, anyway, you know, it is a competition. They're going to give us things we don't know how to make, so we'll just have to make the best of it.
But how to create your own distinctive and delicious ice cream dish is only your first challenge here today. Your second challenge is a pastry challenge.
The ice cream is going to be the challenging part. Not so much a pastry because my granny's used to doing pastry, so that won't be much of a problem.
You can make any sort of pastry that you would like. Do note, however, we will be scoring 2 dishes in this challenge. One where ice cream is your hero, and the other is where pastry is prime. Does that make sense? It does?
Each one
Okay.
must be individual.
Individual, all can complement each other, but we will be scoring both dishes individually. So are you teams ready to take on your pastry and your ice cream challenge?
Yes.
Okay, you will have 60 minutes for the ice cream and a further 60 minutes for your pastry challenge. That'll give you a total of 2 hours for this challenge. Off to your stations.
The technique has become much higher, and we're getting to much stronger teams as well. So we have to improve every way that we can.
Teams, you have 2 hours for your ice cream and your pastry challenge, and your time starts now.
Let's go take that thing, then we can go fetch the stuff so long. I'll switch on the stove so long for you, for the water, the stove.
Now get a big medium pot.
So put that there, let me get the vanilla pot for you. I've never made ice cream before. I started with what I know, so I started with the vanilla. This is the vanilla bean.
Are you gonna cut it?
I'm gonna cut it and then take out the seeds. No, I must just put it in like that, but I'm gonna cut it open.
So 250 of this, 250 of this.
No, this is 250 and 250 is 500.
So now here's my liter.
Yeah, but we're going to do half of the recipe.
So then 250 and 250 is mos right, half
yeah,
and half.
Yeah, so that is 500. We change the recipe. We use the Clover sour cream and we use the Clover fresh cream. So the sour cream and the fresh cream just gives that different combination. It gives you a sweet sour taste.
Hey Jenny, what flavors we going for?
Don't stop. I need that sugar.
I mean, what flavors we going for? I'm asking a question.
But you said you're gonna decide on the flavor, so I'm waiting for you to tell me.
I'm trying to remember my idea, but it's gone. I can't remember anything that I have planned.
Demi told me that she wants to do the flavors today, so I'm following her lead today.
First, we had to prepare like a bain-marie type of a thing with water in a pot and the bowl of cream over to just warm the cream. Can I cut the plum also?
Yeah, cut the plum off and then cut it in portions.
And then we had to add the cream mixture to the egg yolks, and that was forming the custard.
Huh? How are we doing? Can you tell me a little bit of what you're
My
doing?
egg yolks and my sugar was just fluffy. This at a nice heating temperature. So I'm just whisking now all together, and I'm just going to add the rest of my What I added was some sour cream.
Very nice. That will give it a nice flavor.
A little flavor. So we used a little bit of caramel essence.
Okay.
So just to give it a different swing, a different tang.
Okay. What else are you gonna put?
So I'm doing something fruity.
This was just the fruit we cut up and mixed together.
Is that gonna go into your ice cream then?
Yes.
Very nice. So you got some plums in there. What else?
Grenadilla and dates.
And dates. Ah. Very nice. Like it. And on your pastry side, you know really what you're gonna be doing
Pastry, as we go along, we'll think about it.
okay.
We don't want to do two things in
So do one thing at a time.
one thing at a time.
Auntie Jenny. Throw the water out.
I can feel the tension. Huh? Is your aunt tense a bit?
Yes.
Huh? I can feel. You know, I've got a big job for you. Huh? I think you need to calm her down a little bit.
Okay.
Huh?
Chef Martin said it was my responsibility to calm her down. So I told him, okay. And then when I started motivating her, she got calm, but then her stress level went back to the highest level on the planet.
Why are you stressed?
It's just that the water I put a bit too much water and
Yeah.
I just feel I'm not quick enough for some reason. I'm not fast enough.
Just go step by step according to the recipe. And
I am
once you got
following
the
the
base
steps.
ready, then work your magic. Do your end. And I know you got the magic. Both of you. Okay, so just relax.
Okay.
Okay. Just do step by step. Okay. All good?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm fine.
Fantastic.
We work together and do things together, but we've never been tested on the stress level.
Team, 30 minutes have gone. So you got only 1.5 hours left in this challenge. 30 minutes gone.
Turn to the double boiler, pour mixture into remaining heated cream. Okay, return to double boiler with cream in glass bowl. On medium heat using a wooden spoon. Gently stir the mixture and cook until liquid thickens. Okay.
You can't find?
I can't find the when you have to color it.
So what else can you use if you don't know what to use to color it?
I don't know. You must help me. I thought of this idea that it can be a crunchy ice cream. My idea was to add biscuits and sweet things. When we started the ice cream, those things like literally flew off my mind.
So you don't know what to do anymore. Okay, let me just finish this and then I just want to get it in there and then my stress will go down.
Do you know how to test your custard if it's thick enough already, yeah?
On the spoon, at the back of the spoon.
Show me, please.
Just. Okay,
And?
it's ready.
Is it ready?
Ready. Perfect.
Do you see? I
Thank
know
you,
you
sir.
do.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Just wanted to make sure. Have you prepared the ice bowl already?
No.
No.
You know, the big one. You know, put the water inside, ice, it's in the freezer. So you need to make it cold as quick as possible now. So what you need to do is, big bowl, ice inside.
Empty bowl.
Empty bowl, yeah. You put some ice inside, some water, and then you put this glass bowl straight
the
inside.
ice.
In the ice. Just sit it in the ice, and you just keep on stirring it. Okay, so it cools down very quickly. Okay.
Then I think this one, because this is big enough and this can go in nicely. So you know now how to test them? Not too. It doesn't spill over, ne?
How am I going to taste like this? Do it quickly.
Make your finger like that. Then it's nearly just 2 more minutes.
The nuts just came off the stove and I'm busy cutting up some glazed cherries. This is going to go in with our fruit mixture that's going to go in our ice cream. And yeah.
Now I'm just taking the custard like this. I put my finger through. Now it forms a straight line, so it's ready.
Our custard is just finished. It is in a ice bucket, in an ice bath that is going to have it cool down. And then we're waiting for that to come back, and then we're going to add our fruits nuts and some cherries, just to give it a tropical flavor. And then we're like 3/4 way through with the ice cream, and then we're going to start with our shortbread pastry now.
Can I put this in the fridge so long?
Yeah, we haven't got an idea yet for the pastry. I'm thinking of making my own shortbread pastry, just with a twist, and then from there I will decide what to use for toppings.
What do you want to do for the filling now?
You can do the filling.
Are you sure now? Because we don't gonna get home and then you're gonna say, I made the decision.
No, it's fine, Auntie.
How is it going here? I see you're a bit stressful. What type of ice cream have you guys decided to go?
Tell Chef Coco the truth.
Well, I had a recipe I thought of, but now it just slipped out of my mind and I totally forgot it.
It's just because of the stress. Do you think you'll have time to remember it, or you want to go something else? Do you want to do something else?
I think we're
we
gonna
should
go
go
with
with
something
something
else
else.
because now she wanted to do the ice cream challenge. Now she doesn't know what she wants to do anymore. So she asked me we must work together on it. So
Okay, no perfect.
yeah,
It
we'll
can
just
happen.
go
Don't
and
worry.
decide.
You'll just have to
Be fast.
catch up and
Yeah.
be fast. And for the tart, have you think about it?
Now I know what I'm gonna do for the tart.
You know?
Yes.
Is that a secret? You don't want to
No.
share?
I can share. I'm gonna make a savory tart.
Okay.
And then I was thinking of caramelizing some onions, some fennel. I
Okay.
will check if there is small tomatoes. I will check what is
Okay.
there. And maybe just caramelize that together. And put some herbs in there. And maybe I'll put some either chicken or the bologna
shaved,
shavings.
okay.
Yes. And
Okay.
then maybe
I don't
top
wanna
with
take
feta cheese.
Too much of your time. Good luck.
Let's take a bowl. Oh, let's take a... Demi, now.
Now we have
We
to
must
work.
be creative. Now we have to work with ice cream. Make me pop.
With the flour.
Flower power.
Yes, sir.
Now it looks like you come into your kingdom
yes.
with flour. So what are you going to do for us?
I am going to do my own shortbread biscuit recipe.
Okay.
And the ingredients is practically the same, but on my own method that I do it, that I know.
You are more than welcome, and we trust you for that.
Okay.
So
Wait, the
will you
flour?
be just doing the shortbread?
Shortbread, but then I'm still getting there to the filling. I'm not there yet.
Okay,
but I'm
but you
getting
have an idea of
I've
what
got an idea, yes.
Okay.
Maybe some marmalade. It's a bit bitter with pistachios in this. Then we make marmalade ice cream.
Okay.
The flavor combination of the pistachios and the marmalade is a bit buttery and soury, you know, and pistachios is a bit salty. So that saltiness with the sweet, soury, bitter, it gives a nice flavor. And then the meringue doesn't have flavor. So that is just for the extra, not too much crunch, but that softy, like chewy. Yeah, chewy. You know what I think? Check if the pastry thing is if there's more recipes there.
More Yep, yeah.
Read it so long, then familiarize yourself with it so that it can go quick for us.
The custard has just come out of the ice bath. It is now ready to go into the ice cream machine. And then we just need to keep an eye on it until it thickens a bit and cools. Once it comes out of the ice cream machine, we are going to add in our fruit pieces and then freeze it.
Nice.
What I like about Auntie Jenny's work is that she's fast. She doesn't take her own time like I do.
That's nice. I only mixed together the marmalade and the pistachio nuts. I kept the meringue separate so that they don't get soggy. Or rather, I like.
You have to start with the tart, Auntie Jenny.
You start? Oh.
It just started.
Just started.
How are you guys doing? The flour power?
Okay.
So what's the next plan?
We're just gonna do our pastry. Just
Yeah.
waiting for the nuts to heat up.
Okay, you're doing your own pastry.
I'm doing my own pastry.
Okay.
And I spray.
So you can spread.
Can you tell me a little bit about your pastry? Is this like a short crust pastry
a
you're using?
shortbread pastry.
Okay.
I just use the butter
Okay.
and then my little bit of sugar and egg. I use 2 eggs.
Yeah.
And then I use my plain flour and I'm gonna add a little bit of pistachio crushed nuts in it just to give the pastry
Give
a
it a bit
little
of
bit
crunch
crunch.
there.
Yes.
Okay,
So whatever
fantastic.
topping I'm gonna use for it,
Yeah.
it will complement the topping.
All right. Well, it sounds fantastic. It's a little bit different for the recipes you have, so
Yeah.
it's always the small little differences that make the big difference. Okay.
No,
Good.
not yet. I just
Keep
want
it going.
to do this.
Are you breathing again?
Yes, now I'm back to normal.
Breathing again, I can see.
It's disgusted.
Have you tasted the custard?
I did taste it, but all my flavorings is not done, so I don't want to put too much in the custard.
Okay, that's fine.
But now while it's gonna churn, there is something else also that I want to add, a bit of sweetness.
Have you decided already what you're going to put in there?
Yeah, I'm gonna put in some marmalade with pistachio nuts.
Ah, okay. I saw you
And
mixing
then-
it up.
Yes, and then also some for a bit of more crunch because I did cut the pistachios fine.
Okay.
It's just the salty with a bit of sour sweetie from the marmalade, and then the meringues.
Okay.
It's just gonna give that extra. But when I put it in the dish before going to the fridge, I'll just gonna
Just before, yes.
pour, yeah.
Otherwise, it's going to get all soggy up and everything. Do you mind if I taste it? I brought some tools.
Yeah, you can taste.
I really would like to taste it. The before and after, you see.
Yeah.
Like it, just the way it's supposed to be. Very good. Yeah? Good. Keep it going. I'm glad you're breathing again.
Yeah, now I'm breathing again.
And you guys are okay? Yes. I can see the smile again. You see, it makes me smile. Very nice. Good.
So,
Fine. Mustn't hear that.
very fine.
Let me see. That's fine. That's it.
What are you up with, Auntie Cook?
I'm making my own shortbread recipe dough.
Is it similar though?
It is something similar, it's just that I use an egg in mine, so there isn't much.
Okay, and I noticed, did you put some nuts in there
I
now?
put some nuts in,
Pistachio nuts.
pistachio
Is
nuts.
that something you usually
I
do?
love doing when I do me a savory tart.
Ah, always pistachio nuts.
Yes, it just gives that extra
Pistachio-ness.
different flavor, yeah.
Now, I know that pastry is very much your forte,
Yes,
so you are probably comfortable doing what you're doing right
yes, I am
now.
comfortable.
The ice cream challenge, how did you feel about that?
A little bit wobbly, but okay,
You got through it?
got through it.
Okay,
That was a challenge, that is what the competition is about.
exactly. Oh, that smells nice already. Is it the butter in there?
The butter in there, yeah.
Nice.
Right, so.
Yeah, just press lekker.
Teams, you have an hour remaining. 1 hour gone by, 1 to go.
I've got an hour left, but I'm confident about my time. Demi is busy making the crust, and then I'm busy making the filling. It smells so smelly. It smells like licorice. It's a nice smell. I'm gonna caramelize onion and fennel, and then I'm gonna add some chicken, and I'm not sure yet. I just know where I'm gonna start. So I'm just starting, and then I'll take it step by step from there.
The pastry dough is now in the baking cases with the holes poked at the bottom. We cut out circles from the waxing paper to put over, and then we put baking rice in the middle to hold it down to blind bake it. And it was actually the first time I did it. So this whole challenge was full of things that I've done for the first time. What are you doing with the dates?
That is for the tart.
For what? On top next to?
Inside.
Okay.
Coco, Martin,
Yes, Sarah.
so you guys have been spending a lot of time with the teams.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Very confident now. I was a little bit worried with Babulicious in the beginning.
Yeah.
Because they were like you know,
All over.
stressed or whatever, all over the place or whatever. But they found the way again, and they're there. They're there.
I think it's quite daunting if you get told that you're doing an ice cream and a pastry at once, right?
It's that the combination of two challenge in once.
The funny thing is that if you said to them, okay, you have an hour to make ice cream, and then they had a bit of a break and you came back and said you have an hour to make a pastry, they'd probably both be fine.
Yes.
But it's because they've been given these two challenges at the same time, although they still have 2 hours as opposed to an hour.
It's extra challenge, definitely, and it's working on them big time.
It kind of smells to me, Babulicious, that they have a savory tart coming our way. I can smell some onions, caramelized onions or something.
Caramelized onion, she wanted fennel, and then she will do with the smoked chicken shavings.
Ah,
something to go on that.
Interesting.
Here, with the flour power, they were not pretty much sure what type of. I don't know if maybe you've spoken to them after that.
He's added some roasted pistachio nuts chopped inside that pastry itself, so it's given it a nice crunch. But in the filling, they basically said, you know, they're going as they're going along, they're thinking about what they're going to be doing for the pastry. So that's still got to be a surprise. The whole kitchen's just got this beautiful aroma of this savoury sweet, and it's just, you know, it's beautiful.
What I've always found interesting about flower power, they don't talk a lot, but they feed off each other in this mental way that is so beautiful to watch. And with Babulicious, the dynamics there are a little different too. Demi, of course, is trying. Probably not someone that she cooks with regularly. Once when her aunt asks her to do something, she follows through with it.
Chef Coco, the texture of
It's not yet.
Not yet.
The
Still
texture that you're going to have, it's like the soft serve ice cream.
Ice cream.
Yes.
Okay.
So you see here, we are still a bit liquid. You see. This
Okay,
is
it must be more thicker to custard or...
definitely.
Okay. I'm not sure, so I'm just asking.
Yeah, no, of course I'm here for that.
First time?
I'm here for that. Don't worry.
Can I do something with this?
We can't do anything, we have to wait for that to come out. And then we work stage by stage, that must cool down. Sarah wants to be hands-on with everything, but Sarah doesn't want to stand still. She wants to move all the time.
Can't we make creams along and then put it in the fridge?
Not the same. Not the same.
How is your ice cream doing?
It's nearly there. I think
Yeah, you're gonna get there.
5 more
So you,
minutes.
okay, that's fine. Just
Or you think-
cover it. No, it's not ready yet. It's really not ready
Yeah,
yet.
I think a bit more.
Much more.
Teams, you have 30 minutes remaining.
Sorry. You see, it's still soft.
Still soft.
Yeah.
Go more.
It really have to stay on
Firm.
the spoon, yes.
Yeah, firm.
Okay?
There's no doubt that this is a savory tart, right? No guessing.
Yes, no guessing. It is a savory
Why
tart.
did you decide to go savory?
Because we're having dessert with it.
Ah, okay.
And then also, I'm not making something heavy because, you know, when you eat dessert, the way I see it, I don't want to be full. I want to enjoy the dessert more.
Okay.
So I'm making a nice start, but then still having enough space for a good dessert.
Your ice cream is your dessert. I can see
Yeah.
that your ice cream is coming along nicely. It's
It's
thickening
nearly
there.
there, just a little bit more,
Correct.
and then it should be ready.
So you're confident about time, that you'll finish in time? You guys have got
Yes.
under half an hour left?
Yes, we will finish in time. I'm confident of it now.
Okay, good.
Just waiting on the ice cream.
Yum. Can I make caramel blobs along?
Not yet, the thing is warm.
You know what? It must go back in the fridge, ne? But put it in the freezer. Just for 5 minutes.
We are busy making the cream for the topping of our tarts. It's a mixture of sour cream and fresh cream. It's done. Look. Can I switch off?
Look, more.
But it's thick.
It must keep its form.
But it's thick.
I'll put it in the fridge. Take it out and put it in the fridge.
After it is worked, I want to put it back into the fridge so that it stays cool and it keeps its shape. And then we are going to blob it on with in between the caramel.
Small bowl.
The ice cream, look.
Yeah, bring me a small bowl.
Can I switch it off?
Yeah. I know that marmalade and pistachios work well together. Although I've never tried it in ice cream before, I was confident in that it will work in ice cream. And I know that if you put rum in any dessert, it does give a good dessert. So I individually trusted the ingredients. That should it go in the ice cream, they will combine well together.
We are taking the ice cream mixture out of the ice cream machine to put it into our ice cream bowl and freeze it. I think it's cool enough. Can I take out the cream?
Yeah.
My ice cream came out perfectly. I feel very good, and now we're just busy with the pastry.
Teams, the clock is ticking. We only got 15 minutes left in this challenge. 15, 1-5.
We have now less than 15 minutes left. I quickly need to get this baked. What I did, I added the filling on top of the tart. Now, sometimes at home, I also make it like that and it actually come out okay. But this time, I don't know. I will just have to see. In the meantime, we will prepare our plates. And when this comes out, we will be ready to plate.
There is about 15 minutes left. We are starting to plate already. We are putting the caramel onto the tarts and then put the cream on and with a date in the middle, and that will be our tarts completed.
Stop looking at them and focus on what we have to do, because if you look at them, you're going to make yourself go crazy. By concentrating on another team, you're actually losing time yourself, and you're also losing concentration, and also what you planned on doing. It distracts you from your plan. That's fine. We have the last few minutes, so we're just busy plating, and I'm just waiting for my pie in the oven. But my plate, I'm getting my plate ready so long, so when it's out of the oven, it can go straight on the plate.
Teams, you have 5 minutes remaining. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your time is up. Well done.
Well done, guys.
Mostly I'm excited to see the outcome of the ice cream because I think that was the highlight of this challenge, making ice cream for the first time.
Flower Power and Babulicious, I have to say your tarts look delicious and your ice cream looks enticing. Zara, will you bring us your plate? But Martin, you can go first.
Yes. So, Sarah, tell us a little bit about your plate.
It's a tropical ice cream. It's a bit crunchy and a sweet tart.
From the look of your plate, it really, really looks nice. I think the color combination on your plate is nice. Starting with your ice cream, I'm not a great fan of glazed cherries, but I think it's like a little pop-up color in your ice cream, which you needed. Otherwise, it would have been just a very monotone color in your ice cream. So, from the look, I think it's very, very nice. So let me taste the ice cream. I can certainly pick up the sour cream, which is very pleasant. The ice cream is very, very nice. I like it's not too sweet. The only thing what worries me a little bit, your fruit pieces, your plum, etc., they're a little bit too big. So because it's frozen now, they actually it feels like you're biting onto an ice cube. And then only once it melts from the warmth of your mouth, then you get the flavor. But I think the ice cream itself is wonderful. Very nice combination of flavors. Thank you.
I like the chunkiness in your ice cream. I love that it's laid and textured. I know that some people do like a smooth ice cream. I like an ice cream where I'm either chewing on nuts or chewing on something. So, well done. Good job.
I'm going to agree with Zorede as well. I also like the fact that your ice cream is not just one dimension. I like the fact that you've cut the sweetness by mixing cream and sour cream. I found it very creative. On the texture, you are feeling a lot of different texture. My only concern is that because they are frozen and so big, you can't recognize. When you chew, you don't know, am I chewing a date or am I chewing the cherry or am I chewing the plum? But other than that, it's a very nice ice cream and I certainly did enjoy it.
And a great, great first attempt. Wow.
Yeah.
You should be
I know,
proud.
definitely.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go.
Feeling all different kinds of emotions in one go. Nervous, feeling confident, feeling happy. It's just now to wait and see what the outcome is going to be like.
Okay, now let's taste your pastry. Pastry is a little bit, for me, the casing is a little bit too thick compared to the amount of filling you got inside your pastry. I feel something else inside there. See some nuts, you got some nuts in there.
Some roasted
Pistachio nuts. They come out quite prominent. You've done something completely different. Got some beautiful dates on top there with your almond slivers inside there. I think it gives it such a nice depth for your filling. It's very nice.
So I see you carry through the dates from your ice cream through to your tart. You like cooking with dates?
I am a lover of dates.
A big fruit during Ramadan.
Yes.
I think your short crust is lovely. I also am a fan of the combination of caramel and cream and nuts. I think it's very simple. I must say that I was expecting your tart to be, your ice cream rather, to be much sweeter than your tart, but your ice cream has that almost very neutral flavor and then your tart is sweeter than your ice cream. I was a little concerned that you were doing two sweet dishes, but I think they complement each other lovely. So thank you, well done. And well done, Zara.
I've managed to make a small cut of it. I'm gonna try to combine all the taste in one bite and you see how explosive it's going to be. Although the crust is a bit thick, but it's not like, you know, a big biscuit or something. It's soft, but not as like a crumble, okay? Which really holds everything together, and I like the combination of the nuts and the caramel and the date. I would have expected maybe something a bit more sophisticated from you. When I saw you stuffing the date, I was like, ooh, she's gonna surprise us with something very exotic and...
Thank you,
Let's
Team
go.
Flower Power.
Normally you can read their facial expressions, but this time I couldn't see anything.
We're okay. Whatever's going to come our way, we can accept it with open hands because we have come this far.
Babulicious. Jennifer, when I chatted to you while you were cooking, you said this was intentional, right? That you wanted your ice cream to be viewed as a dessert after the tart. Okay. Demi, tell me about your tart.
We went for a savory tart, so we just add red pepper, yellow pepper, onions, and some cheese.
Okay. In a dish, Martin?
Absolutely. I'm just admiring the...
It's very pretty, doesn't
the
it?
plating. I think it looks very, very nice. Let's start with the tart first, just because we
Why
can.
not?
Absolutely. So I suppose the avos go with the tart. Okay. I like the visual look of it. There's lots of colors in there. There's a lot of things are going on there. It's quite busy. The one thing I can see already without even tasting it, it's a little bit undercooked. And I think, and I know exactly why, because You were stressing. Oh, you were stressing. My goodness. Huh? It doesn't fold down, so it's not completely undercooked. It's not the raw dough, but it's just not cooked all enough. It's nice and crunchy. Nice and crunchy. Got a lot of textures going on there. I saw you got the fennel in there as well. Yeah, I can taste the fennel in there as well, which comes out not prominently, a nice undertone of fennel. And I think with the avocado together, and I will taste it by pastry. It's a nice tart. I enjoy it.
Babulicious, because your tart didn't get to bake long enough, there's almost no differentiation between the top layer and then the crust itself, which is a little unfortunate because I guess time was against you. However, your filling itself is really nice. And as Martin says, that fennel is just, I guess, the fennel on top. Really delicious. Thank you.
I will have really loved your peppers to be peeled. That's make a huge difference for something normal, nice tasting, to something outstanding. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
When the judges actually liked the filling, I knew they were going to like the filling because I personally also like fennel. And so the taste of fennel, it's always that undertone of it. It's always nice in the food. So I might not get that highest score with the pastry, but then again, the filling is going to give me a relatively good score.
Let's taste your ice cream. Tell us again about your ice cream.
I made the custard according to the recipe, and then I added, when I added the vanilla bean, I scratched out some of the fruit of the vanilla so that it can have that sparkles in there. And then I added a little bit extra vanilla, and I also added some rum essence. Before it went to the freezer to be frozen, I then added pistachio nuts, and I added in marmalade jam and also some meringue.
That marmalade is really, it's wow. This is Babulicious.
I couldn't initially wrap my head around marmalade in an ice cream. One word: delicious. Absolutely delicious.
That marmalade really does it, because it's, I don't know how many times I mentioned, I'm not the sweetie boy, but it takes that sweetness away. It gives the bitter undertone of that marmalade, which is very nice. And the texture is exactly what I meant earlier, where I said the pieces need to be nice and small so it melts in your mouth. You don't have to chew. I think this is very, very close. Very, 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 very close to perfect. This is, you know, it's creative, it's completely unusual, and this is what we're looking for in round 3.
Chef Martin said it was close to perfect, and that made me even more excited because we tried to get to perfection.
Babulicious, Flower Power, thank you very much for your tarts and your lovely, delicious ice creams. The judges and I are going to tally up your scores, and we'll be back shortly with your results. Teams Babulicious and Flower Power, you are the first 2 teams to compete in this round of Clover's Little Big Cook-Off. So you guys are what we would call the trailblazers. Both of you made some delicious tarts and some delicious ice cream. Thank you very much. Unfortunately though, as you know, only one team can go through to the semi-finals today. On to your scores.
Let me give you a little bit of feedback about your pastries. Specifically now with Babulicious, your pastry was a little bit undercooked when you used a savory pastry dough. But your filling made it up with all the different color combinations you had and the beautiful flavors and textures of your dish. Flour Power, your pastry, was something extraordinary. You used your own recipe. It had a nice crunch to it with your pistachio nuts inside there. But your filling, I felt, let us down a little bit. It was just too simple. Down to the scores, both of you had 116 points, 116 out of 150.
Now to the ice cream. Because, as you know, that's what is going to set you guys apart.
Right now I am nervous because you don't know what to expect.
We're going to start with Flour Power. The texture of your ice cream, okay, with all those big fruit, that is the part that let you down. But the flavor you put with that sour cream, it was fantastic. All of us enjoyed it very much. Your ice cream scored 119 out of 150. So well done. Babulicious, it was the flavor combination with that marmalade, the rum, okay? It was really, really out of this world. You scored 132 out of 150.
I'm super excited. I can't even explain myself.
So that means, Babulicious, we will be seeing you in the semi-finals. Well done. And Auntie Faldila and Zara, unfortunately, we're very, very sad to say goodbye. And I tell you why we're sad. Because the two of you have been nothing short of inspirational. When I think about your dishes, there are so many that come to mind because they've all been absolutely beautiful. But what stands out for me the most is actually physically seeing you work in the kitchen, your hands. You truly are an artist.
It's so nice to see a person who's got the ability to pass on the knowledge. Like in your family recipe, you've done the sweet corn and cheese spring roll. This was just absolutely delicious. For me, that was one of my favorite dishes of the whole series so far.
It was really a dream seeing you cooking, okay, and tasting your food. The sauce that you create to go with your pasta dish, that lemon and thyme butter was very close to perfection.
Flour Power, please note that you don't go away empty-handed. We've got some lovely goodies to give away, compliments of Clover, and then of course we've got that awesome Bosch mixer for you. Thank you very, very much.
We came here with an open mind, as I told her. Everyone can't be winners. There can only be one winner. She must be proud of herself that we came this far.
We're very sad in the kitchen right now, so I'm going to try and make us laugh with our Clover cheesy sliced cheesy joke of the week. Okay. What is the fastest kind of pastry? It's a scone. Thank you very much, and we will see you back next week on Clover's Little Big Cook-Off. Goodbye.
It's okay.
You can be really, really proud of yourself. Huh? And you're very blessed to have a granny like this. Very, very blessed. Stick with her, learn as much as you can.
Having the chefs tasting my food, that was a big wow for me.
What I've learned that we should bring to the semi-finals is confidence. Don't stress a lot. Just keep calm